first of all, I saw the film yesterday. So beautifully done. I was just on the edge of my seat the entire time. So awesome work. I would love to talk about when you first got on set together, right? This is an all-star cast, so much star power. What were your first impressions of one another? Who wants to take it first? Not all at once. That exciting on day one, huh?
Well, I could say, from my part, it was seeing Jared Leto, because Leto came to me and I didn't know who it was because I didn't see him. And he just came and he nuzzled up to me and I thought, who is this? You know, we're in Rome now, there's a lockdown, and this guy got in somehow. And he's on me, and then he calls me Papa. I thought I'm going to really need help. Somebody's going to have to help me here, and someone did because they yelled out, "It's Jared!" And I saw it was him. I couldn't see him no matter what, and I just bowed and I thought, it's, I'm in the presence of genius, and when I am, I bow. And I said that because he was an inspiration.
Wow. Jared, I mean, hearing that, how does that feel? Your transformation was absolutely unbelievable.
So very amazing to hear Al Pacino. I wish we had Sir over here, but Sir Al Pacino.
Oh, gee, what did he thought?
One of my favorite actors of all time, and someone who really has informed and influenced my entire career. I mean, God damn, you know what I was thinking about Al yesterday? Dog Day Afternoon.
Oh, gee.
I mean, my Lord, that performance is just, it belongs in a museum. It's just incredible, and powerful to side up to Al on the very first day in character, and of course he ignored me. I thought, why is he being so rude? But he just didn't know who I was.
Well, when the remarkable thing about what he does is that with all that stuff, the human being, right, comes out. The human being of who that character is that he's playing is completely, it's not covered up by prosthetics, it's enhanced by it, which is rare, I tell you.
Yes, and I had an interesting experience because I was starstruck by Gaga because on the phone.
Even on the phone.
On the phone.
Just heard the voice, that's all it took.
So smart. She was so impressive, so warm, so smart on the phone. She knew so much about the characters. She did the homework for me. I mean, she was an encyclopedia. So interesting. And talk a lot because girl, let me tell you, we can talk.
What were we talking about? Did the girl talk?
But the thing is, when we went to set, it was kind of beautiful because we hadn't actually met in person. We were both in character. We were on the set. We kind of looked at each other and just did kind of just a look or a nod where we said, I love you. I'm so excited to be with you, but we're here to work. No, but we didn't went like, hi, no, none of that stuff. But that one look.
Patrizia would never do that.
No, I know.
And to your point, Gaga, you talked about the fact that you essentially lived as Patrizia for the entire time of filming, and even the psychological difficulties that came with that. Can you share more about your process, that method approach to the role?
I think everybody has their own method. I don't like to say method acting. I think is subjective to who you are. I've studied Lee Strasberg technique. I've studied Stanislavski, which was also what Lee Strasberg was derived from. A big fan of Susan Batson and the Actors Studio. I also have my own way of script analysis, breaking things down. I studied my accent with a real Italian woman that I was with every day. I think that where it was psychologically challenging for me is that when I went back to my hotel room, I did not break character. So I was constantly inside of the life, and I learned a lot, and I won't say who, but I learned a lot from my fellow actors that are up here about what it's like to be able to actually go home and drop your character. And I also feel like I'm in a place now in my life where I'm interested in becoming skilled at going to set and being in character and then going the film. You know, just to talk about, like, you know, the first days of filming. I mean, our first day filming was you know, I was, you know, encountering the person that Maurizio was, like, potentially, she was worried that someone was cheating with him, and then, like, I'm leaving the house, and I remember there's a second scene together, and I was screaming and crying, and, you know, hitting a Bentley with my purse, and I just remember seeing Adam after, and he goes, "That was pretty good," and but, you know, also awkward, because when the first time I ever saw him, I was in full accent, and I was standing on my tippy toes because he's quite tall. Yeah. And I was, you know, really trying to bond with actors, and in a lot of ways, I do feel like an actor, but I do also feel intimidated. This is like, everybody here's done a lot of movies, and I've been on a lot of stages, and I've performed a lot, but I've not been in a lot of films. So I'm really humbled by this experience, and I have to hand it to Ridley. He's a mathematician, he's an architect, it's all geometry, and he knows what he's doing in a way that I think is, he's a force of nature.
Absolutely, and not that you need to hear it from me, but your performance was brilliant. I was absolutely blown away by what all of you did on the screen. Selma described working with you as delicious madness. I love that term. Adam, what was working with Gaga like for you?
Wow, that's really hard to. I mean, it was great. All the, you know,
it was horrible.
No, it was not from the you know, start to the end. It's, you're working with an actor who's incredibly prepared and incredibly open and is unprecious about what